Welcome back to the 5060 show presented by Unveil the Real. I'm your host, Scoobs.
And I'm Coach Rosey, where we're going to always give you 110%.
That's right. That's right. Man, well, let's get into it, man. It's been a very intense week two. But as we talking about week two, man, these picks, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
So bad. So bad.
I, don't- I really didn't even some of the games obviously just didn't go our way. But again, my record was 8-8, and yours was 7-9.
Yep. So that gives you the win this week. So our total record, I won last week, you won this week. So we are 1-1 right now. 1-1. So
I needed that. I needed that, man. Well, yeah, hey, well, as you all can see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, these games it was crazy. They were all over the place, man. I mean, we can just speak on a few of them, Rosie. Of course, the Dolphins. Dolphins got slammed by the.
mm, look at that. Hey, Jesus, why they do that? I thought I really thought the Dolphins was gonna come out and be greatest the greatest show on surf, and they was not. They were not. They were
I
not.
think they about to come out like convicts now. You feel me? Like the longest yard or something.
Yeah, and that was the whole other thing that we gonna talk about later on freaking Tua. So got to see about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the 49ers, that was kind of a shocker too. Things are just trickling down, you know what I'm saying, without McCaffrey and yeah, I believe they lost. They just couldn't get it together.
Yeah, to a good Vikings team. No, the Vikings gonna be a tough one though this year.
And Sam Darnold, he got an arm I never knew he had.
It's,
If I can say that.
it's like another one of those like Cam Newton said, like he's a game manager. He ain't no game changer. But if you put him around some good athletes, he can definitely get it done.
Yeah. Yep, for sure, for sure. Seahawks are just looking pretty good. Man, sad to say, I actually just got a notification. I have DK Metcalf on my fantasy team. Now he's questionable, but it's fantasy, man.
And
Everybody's
this dude, this is a whole other thing. So this dude, I don't know if you watched the show Bel Air, like the new one.
no.
Um, it's like the new remake of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. But like on the last episode, like DK Metcalf was on there. Like this dude trying to be an actor now. Like, come on, dude. You gotta focus on football
Did
so
he
your
still
fantasy
have
managers can win games. If
that?
you out here doing too much, we need you to focus so you can get these points.
Now you hurt. Need
Crazy.
to give me my points. Did he? So what? Let's just stay on the Fresh Prince. Did he have the nose rings and
Yes, for
what,
sure.
what color was his hair?
It was just black. It was black. Yeah.
But
Because
okay.
because the part of the thing was is like Hillary in the show is marrying a football player.
Ah, okay.
So he was like the best man or whatever. But yeah.
All right, man. Well, we can kind of fast forward. I mean, of course, the Cowboys, Chargers look pretty good too. But Cowboys, man,
Dak is gonna be Dak, man. Dak is gonna be Dak. Usually he's good in the season and not good in playoffs, but the Saints, man. And we're gonna talk about that too.
yeah, we
So we
got
don't want to get too much into that because we're gonna have another talk about the Saints and all that later on. But no, yeah. I mean, week two, there was a lot of shockers in there. As you can see from our records, like you stayed 500, I was just below 500. So, like, it was a lot of games where some teams won who were the underdogs. At least in our eyes, were the underdogs. But yeah,
all right. Well, let's move on, man. Again, everyone, you guys see our picks, man. Week two was crazy, but let's move on. We got to talk about this Chiefs Bengals game for just a second. We came out with the dub. We came
man,
out
the
with
Chiefs.
the dub.
The Chiefs have been able to come out with the dub at the end the last 2 weeks. Um, you know, um, and started off with two really good opponents.
Yeah.
And the Bengals have like been our nemesis for a while,
Yeah.
especially with the whole Burrowhead comments that was made. Just so it's always good when we can send them back to Cincinnati, you
Sure.
know, with an L.
And again, you guys were seeing the stats, man. I'm honestly say, for one, because this is unveiled the real, so I'm gonna just keep it real. Bengals definitely outperformed us. They did. I mean, it was a good game. I will say that, but I don't know. I feel like it was just a lot going on. I don't know if Xavier Worthy is just I mean, of course, he's him being a rookie, he's just trying to find that rhythm. He got to get better on these routes, man. I mean, but I will give the Bengals credit too. I mean, they have a very, very good defense as well. So, I mean, it
That's the
was,
thing though,
yeah,
Xavier Worthy, like he wasn't even the best receiver at Texas.
no,
Now he was the fastest receiver in Texas. So he got drafted so high because of how fast he is. But he's a work in progress on his actual receiver package. Like he's fast and they're gonna use him in those jet plays and screen plays and all that kind of stuff. But just pure receiver, I
yeah,
mean, he like if you think back to previous guys who we've had D'Anthony Thomas and
oh,
Dante Hall back in the day who were dynamic athletes, but weren't prototype receivers,
oh,
but they can make plays for you. That's who I think Xavier Worthy is right now. Like he's gonna make plays, no doubt, but he's not a premier receiver yet.
nah, not yet, not yet. But again, I'm glad Andy Reid is giving him this chance.
For
We
sure, yeah.
definitely needed someone. We're I don't want to get too far ahead, but we're still in need of like that who's the number one. Obviously, Rice is doing a great job
Right.
too. I
Yeah.
think he's getting more catches than I think
Yeah.
anybody. But and again, to be honest, I feel like the Chiefs, man. I mean, whew, we got lucky, but you know, it rules are rules, between the penalties and rules are rules. So, but I do feel like just as the season goes along, we're just going to keep pulling more things out that hat. You know what I'm saying? We still
Oh
have
yeah,
to utilize Travis Kelsey at
sure.
like we want to.
And
So,
I think too, at some point, Hollywood Brown is gonna be back.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know how much they utilize Juju yet,
yeah.
but he'll get back in the rhythm as well. There's some things that they're gonna do. Uh, y- us as former linemen, we always love to see a lineman touchdown. So
Oh yeah.
uh,
That's the
Wanye Wanye Morris was able to
play.
go out there and play a little tight end and go catch a ball. So that's always awesome to see.
Yep,
But
yep. So again, that's just kind of speaking on the Chiefs game. Of course, us being from Kansas City, we definitely have to speak on it. It was just a very very intense game.
yeah,
But woo, I don't know. It was just a very intense
end
game,
of the day,
huh?
dub is a dub. 2-0 is great. You know, but what's even better than 2-0 is 3-0. So let's just keep on moving.
That's right. That's right, man. All right, let's move on.
And just transitioning with that though. What about Pacheco though?
Yeah,
You
man.
hate to see him go down.
That was I actually can't remember like what quarter he went down, but he's such just a dynamic. I mean, he's like just one of those electrifying running backs.
He
I
runs hard, dude.
can't
He
even
runs
really think
hard.
of what style of a running back. Only person I can really think of is AP, who has that style. You know what I'm saying? It's just that dog, but
Yeah. He's
we
like a
need to see.
man. He's kind of like a Marshawn Lynch type back, but he's taller and
Yeah.
just man.
Oh, I mean, you just love to see him. So again, you guys are seeing it right now. I mean, it's a couple little couple pictures, obviously, but the this one down in your bottom corner is the photo of course, of the play that he, injured himself, got folded up like a, obviously, but again, there's still hope. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
obviously it says fracture.
yeah.
Uh,
He'll be he'll be out like 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, he's gonna be out for a little bit. But with just how long the NFL season is, I mean, he has the potential to like definitely be back by playoffs
yeah.
or even like before that. So
So again, these were some of the options that we have so far. We got McKinnon right here in the corner, number one. Got
is
Kareem.
McKinnon back with the Chiefs?
That's what I've heard. That's
He's
kind of
coming
a
back.
rumor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was one. But again, we keep
They
getting
went out and
coming back.
signed Kareem Hunt.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. And got the Samaj.
Demonte. Yeah.
So I mean, we got and of course Carson Steele. He's still
Yeah.
labeled as fullback,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
definitely have a workload that we can filter in. Of course, a few of the guys are already familiar with, uh,
Yeah.
Andy Reid's offense, Chiefs offense, and everything. But
I mean, he got Clyde, but he just never been a great back to me. But he was a good back in college. But yeah.
he had like I think his rookie debut, I mean, he showed out. You know what I'm saying, the first couple games, but
Yeah.
oh,
He's definitely more of a threat in the pass game when he comes out the backfield, that kind of thing. But
yep. So man, good luck to these running backs. I mean, let's just hope we know the Chiefs have some of the best coaches in the league, so we know they might be able to fit all these guys in
they're
somehow.
gonna figure it out, yeah.
But hey, we got some time to figure it out.
For sure.
Get him chopping.
Oh man, what we got right
Hey,
here?
hey, so look, it's that segment again, man. Get them
Get him
chopping,
chopping.
get them chopping. So this week's get them chopping goes out to Colorado State's quarterback Braden Fowler Nicolosi.
Get him chopping.
Play that clip, man. Play that clip.
Oh, man, come on.
Stupid is that? This is Travis Hunter. No, this is Travis Hunter. This is Travis Hunter. Like, who does that? Like, I wouldn't allow my kids to do that. And y'all know that. And that ought to be said. But we
Get him chopping.
So listen, man. First of all, in that play, that was the last play of the half.
Yeah,
He didn't even throw the ball. He just scrambled off. He didn't even gain any yards.
yeah.
Ran out of bounds. Goes by Travis Hunter and does the whole like you too small.
Wow.
Like you know that like Kevin Hart comedy where like he was talking about like he watched his dad get his ass whooped and then his dad was like, have you had enough and he's like, Dad, like I don't think that's your line. Hey, Braden Nicolosi, hey my guy, like that's not your line, bro. Like
That was
you
wild.
Get him
told
chopping.
he too small. Y'all was down 14-3 at this moment. And you was talking stuff pregame. It's like you can't talk when you down.
Not
And
at
like
all.
now I can see if he like Chuck Travis Hunter or something, but he didn't do none of that.
He didn't. Yeah,
So
I mean, he's
so yeah, man, like we like hey, this week's get them chopping. Definitely Colorado State's quarterback, Braden Fowler Nicolosi. You gotta get him chopping, my
Get him
dude.
get him
chopping.
chopping, man. You said it. I don't even have to really comment on anything. You landed that perfectly. I'm gonna give you an applause for that as well, man. But that, yeah, again, last play to have, you're already down. You didn't gain any yards. What are you doing? I mean, it's like he really just wanted that moment. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's gonna get a highlight.
Just be clout chasing, man, because he's trying to be famous on social media and all this because he's gonna get some popularity from going after them because they got popularity.
Yeah.
But man, but you got to still go and perform. So that's the thing.
Again, as you guys can see, I mean, offensively, he did some damage, of course, and defensively as well. You know what I'm saying? He even got caught a pick on Mr. Nicolosi. So
Like, you off. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about?
wow, wow boy, man.
Get him
Wow.
chopping.
Speaking of a shocking performance, man, again, I know we're talking about college, but let's kind of switch it back over to the pros, to the NFL. One shocking team that is really just shocking the world in itself, but the New Orleans Saints, man. I mean, we got to give them, their flowers so far. Obviously, it's still early in the season, but I mean, the dynamic performances that they're giving to each team, and it's just is. I think if you ask me, they're one of the teams right now that are staying consistent with as far as on offensively and defensively. Their defense is just shutting everybody down. They're getting picks, they're getting sacks. I mean, they're doing it all right now. But offensively, I mean, between Derek Carr, like, where did this arm come from? You know what I'm saying? I know what's his face. What's his buddy's name from Fresno State?
Devontae Adams.
Devontae. I know Devontae is like, where was this arm at? Now again, he did get busy a little bit in Vegas with him, but pause. He did get a little busy with him, but it, like Carr's like showing out right now. You know what I'm saying? And again, Kamara, I don't have the stats up right here, but also Kamara, who again, he had what, 3 touchdowns?
He scored. He scored 44 points on fantasy. Is what I know. So he had a great
Have
day.
you?
Huh? I don't have him. I don't have him.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to say.
I don't have him. No, I don't have him.
Boy,
Not
you
yet.
moving in your chair like, boy, he got me some points, boy.
He didn't score them for me, but he scored them for somebody else in the league. But nah, yeah, 44 points.
I think I know who got the wife might have. You know what's crazy? I had to get back to you on that. The wife, she has somebody who she might have Kamara. Up, you just heard her. He was on her bench. Moment of silence.
I mean, that's your fault. That ain't even her fault. That's your fault.
Oh,
You should be advising her on her team because when she win, you win. So if you not like
had a good point.
advising her, then that's on you. That ain't even her fault. That's on you.
Nah, well, running back. You had a different running back. All right, it's fine. You still won though, didn't you? Hey, she still won. You would have had a lot more points. She still won though. All right, man. So, all right. So moving on, we gotta, just to get into this from last week. We actually were talking about Peppers, the safety for the Patriots, on how he was wearing the headgear, the head
I
guard.
didn't catch it.
So again, man, this is, if as you all can see, just a clip, a couple different clips. I think this was versus the Bengals like a year or two ago. But look at his hands. I mean, it's just sad. And then now this is the one from week 2, a couple days ago. Not to mention, look who had to stop him from that tackle. That was Damar Hamlin, who we were actually talking about last week as well. Or no, I was talking about on the other podcast, on the other episode. But man, so what are your thoughts? You see the question, what's your thoughts on it?
Here's the thing, man. At this point, because Tua had a concussion or two in Alabama as well. Um,
Did
now
he? I didn't even know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now he like needs to seriously consider his health and his family. Because it's not just minor concussions. He's getting concussed to where he's paralyzed, and it's like he he needs to probably seriously consider retirement at this point. Um, it's not worth it. It's not worth the like head trauma and possible CTE and all that kind of stuff. He needs to go ahead and just retire. Um, he's made good money um, and retire now before it's gonna have some permanent damage to him. I mean, if some if some hasn't already been done.
Yeah.
So I think I think he should strongly consider going ahead and putting the cleats up, man. I hate to see it because he's still young. This is what year three, maybe. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but just man, I think it's time to go ahead,
Yeah.
call it. Go ahead and call it.
Yep. So I agree as well. I mean, we can we both have families first off. So um you have son, you have a boy and a girl, I have boys and girls as well. So it's like as a parent, like there's just no way I would want to just, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Have my son continue to do this year after year. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Like
for sure.
like look at his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like his brain is no. So again, I know we speak a lot about this last week, just as far as head trauma prevention and CT. I mean, we spoke about a lot of things, but there's just no way, his wife or family would even just agree to this. I mean,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
your kids have a future, you have a future you want that future with your kids, grandkids, and as long as you can. So yeah, yeah. He's such a young athlete. Obviously had a crazy performance last week after Tyreek Hill was detained. But that's all I can really speak on, man. I hope his, I hope he makes the best decision. Um,
Right,
that's one person that was it? Oh, it was Michael Irvin. He spoke about it on one of his shows. He basically mentioned how when he got injured, and it was almost a career-ending injury, but he went to so many different doctors because most of the doctors kept telling him, no, no, you can't do this, you can't play anymore. So he kept going to different doctors until he got a different answer. But my whole thing is his family said, no, we just don't want you to do this anymore.
right, for sure.
So again, man, that Michael Irvin, I mean, he made a good point, but there and again, us being former athletes as well, we know how it feels to be taken out of the game or whatnot. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? You don't want to get out the game.
And that's the thing, it's like often it takes for a coach or a family member to protect us from ourselves because we'll just keep playing.
Yeah.
Like it just be like, man, I'll handle the like consequences later, but when it comes to your brain, like the consequences can be detrimental to you. So it's like you really can't play with that.
All right. Well, we hope the best for him, and we hope him and his family make the best decision. We are praying for them all. All right, man. Let's get into the week 3 picks. Week 3. We got it's see, it's starting to be a few changes now. I see. All right, there you go. Definitely not
For
like
sure.
last week, man.
Right.
All right, so man, look, off the top, I got the Patriots, you got the Jets.
Yep.
All right, man. You think
You
Aaron
know,
A-Rod gonna do something. Folk play A-Rod.
So here's the thing, though. The Jets' defense is pretty good. Um, the Patriots are playing a lot better than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
But I think the Jets' defense is going to be able to stabilize that Patriot offense, and Jets gonna come out on top.
I agree. I agree, man. We both put the Giants. I mean, I don't know the Browns. Yeah, it's really not much either.
So here's the thing, like the Giants lost last week, but like Malik Neighbors had a big game.
He did.
Uh, so I think Daniel Jones is figuring out what he has
Yeah.
in Malik Neighbors, and he's gonna be able to use that more. So
His, neighbors, his numbers I'm pretty sure as far as passing yards, he's in like if I'm correct, like the top 5 or top
oh
3 right
yeah,
now.
for sure, for
His
sure,
numbers
yeah.
are crazy. Man, look, both those picked the Saints.
Man, listen, after their last 2 weeks performances, and shoot, I didn't even pick them in them first 2 weeks.
I did.
So I'm gonna pick them right now and just see what happens. Because they got the Eagles, and the Eagles just laid the egg last week. But
That was crazy.
so
Yeah, Eagles, man, they got some stuff to figure out. I mean, they were pound. I mean, they were pushing the ball. Saquon, I don't really understand. And honestly, they were doing a lot without AJ Brown. You know
right.
what I'm saying? But the fact that it was such a close game, I mean, hats off to the Falcons. They
Yes.
played. They came and played, man.
Yeah.
But we got the Texans Vikings. We both picked the Texans. Yeah, the Texans is just on fire
It was
right.
a good game, but the Texans are really, really special right now, I think.
Yeah, we were just kind of giving Sam Darnold his praise, but
Yeah.
no, nah. Yep. So who we got? The Broncos, Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers are gonna smack the Broncos.
Mayfield's man. Hey, Mayfield. Speaking just what we was talking about with Derek Carr a little earlier, like what is going on with some of these quarterbacks? I mean, I guess they're just figuring it out. Is that what's going on?
But like Mayfield, since he's been with the Bucks, has been good though.
Yeah, because he was pretty good. They got pretty far last year.
And don't forget, like he took the Browns to the playoffs too.
Yeah. Yep. He did. What?
So
One. Yep. One season. Yep.
yeah,
So good deal for him, man. So who we got next? The
both
Packers,
both we
Titans.
both picked the Packers.
Yeah.
Um, who was the Packers quarterback? Remind me.
I believe it's Malik Willis because he was with the Titans. There's a lot of stuff going on with quarterbacks right now. Because I believe the Dolphins just signed um Hunter. The guy he was with the Ravens when Lamar was down for a while.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I believe and I just forgot his name now. But yes. But
Malik Willis.
yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All
Okay.
right, so 7. All right, here we go. I picked the Colts, you picked the Bears. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna bench Williams? That
No,
you don't think so?
Mm.
All
they
right.
got too much invested into him right now.
True.
He's gonna he's gonna have to play a whole lot worse.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's not, I don't know if you've seen Mr. was it, Moore. Yeah, the wide receiver Moore.
DJ Moore.
Or yeah, he was ran a little out route, but it was just short. Like, I mean, but he was, DJ Moore was in such a good position to catch that ball, but
Right.
the ball was just not there. But I mean, it was sad because he just kind of laid there. Luckily, he was already on the sideline, but he just
And I know what DJ Moore is thinking. He goes, look, man, I squeezed that corner to the middle of the field. I left you 5 yards on the boundary out there. There was a lot of room for that back shoulder, just not enough.
And hopefully, I wonder how long Keenan Allen is going to be out too. He's hurt too right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving on. Got the
We
Chargers.
both we both picked the Chargers. I think Harbaugh's got something going. He's just a good coach to where he's gonna figure out how to win.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna figure out how to win. Seahawks have been rolling
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. We
The
know that
the
going.
Raiders had the stalker last week and they beat the Ravens. So
Yeah,
the so you know
playing the Panthers. Yeah. 49ers though, I thought you were gonna go with the Rams, but I think they're Mason's still doing pretty. Uh-oh, dang it. Mason's still doing pretty good. Um, Mason's still doing pretty good. So, uh, but I don't know. I just feel like, man, they have such a good offensive line. They did have some issues last week, but as long as Kittle's still snatching them, Debo's is coming out of nowhere, just doing
right.
what he does, they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. All right, we both hit the Lions too. And yeah, versus the
Lions over
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah,
Uh,
Cowboys.
I
Oh,
picked the Ravens. You picked the Cowboys. Two teams coming off games. Uh, the Ravens should have beat the Raiders last week.
yeah,
Cowboys got their butts kicked.
yeah.
Um, so it, it's a redemption week because the Ravens are 0-2. So they need to
Oh my
figure
God.
it out.
I think this is no. I was about to say this is their home opener, but I think that last week was their home opener. Yep, the Chiefs. We both definitely picked the Chiefs. They're
So
playing
Chiefs are playing
Falcons.
the Falcons. And the Falcons have been playing well.
They have. They have.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Chiefs haven't been playing great, but they didn't play great last year, and we won the Super Bowl. And it's just
True.
like you just figure
Yeah.
they just figured out how to win.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be major stats, and we just figure out how to win the game. And at the end of the day, like that's what you want. Like
Yeah.
you play to win the game. So that's what it
I think
is.
I truly feel like that's what Floyd Mayweather, he used to get a lot of backlash, but again, it's because he's such a smart, such an intelligent athlete.
And away from all the punches and stuff, yeah.
I mean, with the
You
that with
fight to win.
boxing,
Fight
you
to
know?
win.
Yeah, so I just feel like, Mahomes, and again, if you don't have to, if you're still trying to figure out certain players and you're still trying to keep things in the hat, as I keep calling it, but why pull them all out if you're still going to get the dub? You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. For
I
sure.
Man, last week was a close game, but
The biggest thing is we got to cut the penalties because the Chiefs be getting big plays and then come back for penalties. So
yeah.
if they can cut the penalties, like games wouldn't come down to the wire how they do. But we'll see.
Man. All right, yeah. So and the Bills, Jaguars, yeah. We both,
Bills can get that one.
yeah,
And then the Bengals, you know, Jamar Chase kind of had a bit like crazy day last week, just kind of being frustrated and almost kind of crying a lot. So I just kind of want him to get a win so that he can feel better for himself. But
dude. I mean, it sounds like you got him on your fantasy team or something. You got him on your fantasy team.
Jamar Chase, actually,
Yeah,
I got Jamar
it
Chase on my
sound
team.
like it.
I
Trying to
was
get
hoping he actually had a big game last week. I wanted the Chiefs to win, but I was like, Jamar Chase usually has a good game versus the Chiefs.
that's the worst. I feel like that's the one thing about fantasy football. You're gonna we're gonna have to play against the Chiefs or just your oh God. I think the worst is when your quarterback is playing against like your defense. You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But again, yeah, Bengals, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I just feel like they're going to bounce back from this. They came close. Their defense is doing such a great job, though. I think they're going to be able to contain the Commanders. So that's all. That's all I really got, man. But
We kind of skipped this part at the beginning, but before we get off, like, how's everything your way? Like, how are you doing?
we did skip that. We got right into it.
How are you doing?
Yeah, Everything's been good, bro. Like I said, kids just in school, got everything, sports, got one in band, and but anyway, life is good. Everything's good, man. It's such
How's the cross country going? Good.
cross
He's
country
rocking it.
good. He is, man.
Hey,
I mean, his luckily he allowed me to talk him into play, getting cross country. Um, to just to get in shape for basketball and things
for
like that.
sure, for sure, for
Oh,
sure.
thank goodness. But
No,
again,
yeah, it's awesome.
staying focused. He's definitely in shape. He's getting in shape. Keeping his grades up as well. So you really can't ask for too much more. Such a great student athlete. And even with the other kids, they're all doing good as well, staying focused. And as a parent, man, that's all. That's all you really want. That's all you want. As a parent. So, but no, besides that, just wrestling with my dogs, my two Great Danes. Just that's all we do is wrestle.
Right.
So what about you, man? How's life?
It's been busy, man, busy.
Yeah.
But just adjusting to the schedule and just trying to get everything going. So Sunday, man, I was at home and I was hearing some water in my house. I'm like, okay, but well, I just started the washing machine, something good. An hour later, I'm still hearing like, oh crap. I go to my basement and like the expansion tank on my water heater was like spewing out water. Just like it was a hole in it, just
Oh,
spewing out water all in my basement. So I went down, turned the water off to it, and
yeah.
got a company out to fix it for me on that Monday, and everything's good now. But
Okay.
yeah, it was luckily I didn't have too much stuff right there to get damaged, but yeah, it was I was like, dang, it's
Wow.
crazy.
I mean, you know, homeowners. That's what we go through. Hey,
For
ladies and
sure.
gentlemen, do your homework.
Something happens, is nobody else to call. Like you got to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, but man, I'm glad you got that taken care of. I mean, oh, it's always such a relief. Of course, your heart is racing at first, when any type of issue like that,
For
touches
sure.
the house, but it's such a relief when you get it done. It definitely just reminds you to, keep praying, keep being just a good person you are and keep working hard, especially
Definitely.
also financially, stay disciplined. Because again, as homeowners,
Oh yeah, because stuff happens all the time, and
oh,
and you just have to have that like emergency fund kind of sitting ready for something just
yeah,
in case. But
yeah. Emergency, somebody one of those
yeah.
old school saying, emergency fund before you have fun. That's what one of my uncles used to say back in the day. But again, man, I'm glad you got that taken care
Yeah,
of.
sure.
Woo. Oh, but anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for tuning into this show. Again, this is the 5060 show.
But
Present.
we always gonna give you 110%.
That's right. That's right. Man, I'm your host, Scoobs.
And I'm Coach Rosey.
All right, man. We out.
Right.